Hello, this is the Pajama Mama. I'm coming to you with another quick video. I'm going to make some Brussels sprouts. I know, a lot of people don't like Brussels sprouts. I didn't like them for a long time. So I finally figured out how to make Brussels sprouts taste good. Very simple, very easy recipe. I'm going to show you the ingredients right now, okay? And stay tuned because it does come out good, because I actually made this, gosh, for the last few years a few times and we still didn't like it. And I finally made them, and now me and my husband, we're like, okay, they're kind of tasty. And my grandson, now if you know you can get a grandson, he loves them. It's one of his favorites, okay? His favorite is asparagus, the way I cook them. And so I decided to make the Brussels sprouts exactly the way I make the asparagus, and it was a hit. So now when my grandbaby, because he lives with us, when he goes to the store with us, he's like Doey. He doesn't call me grandma, he calls me Doey. We don't know where he got the name from, but he's been calling me Doey since he was 1 year old. But he's 8 now. So when we go there, he's like, oh, that's my favorite. Can you get some of those little lettuces? And that's what he calls them. And so if you can get a child to like Brussels sprouts, it must be pretty tasty. Okay, so stay tuned, and here we go. All right, here we have our ingredients for the Brussels sprouts, and these are just a couple of ingredients, and it's very simple. These are the Brussels sprouts right here. All I did was wash them and cut them in half, you know, because they usually come like that, and I just cut them in half because it makes them, you know, more bite-sized pieces and makes the flavor get into the middle a little bit better. Some fresh lemon juice, and I just cut the lemon juice in half. I have some seasoning salt, and I have some ground black pepper. That's all you need. Let me show you the seasoning salt that I use. If you're on the West Coast, you know I use Johnny's. You know, East Coast usually their favorite is Lawry's, but actually I take these with me when I go to the East Coast, because everybody's like, can you bring me some of that seasoning salt? And so I usually take some in my luggage, and I mail it off all the time too, so to my in-laws. So for you, those of you that live on the East Coast, you can actually go online and order Johnny's seasoning. So what I did was I took some bacon, because I wanted some bacon grease, and I rendered off about 4 pieces just to get some of the bacon fat. Now you don't have to use bacon fat. Those of you who are vegetarian, those of you that don't eat pork, you can just use olive oil or grapeseed oil. It does the same thing. And so I just like the little smoky flavor that it gives with the Brussels sprouts. Now also, if you want that smoky flavor but you don't want the bacon, what you could do is do exactly what I do, and just add a little smoked paprika, and that'll give you a little bit of a smoky flavor too. I just took the oil off the eye for a second because it was starting to smoke. So I'm going to turn the camera toward the pan so you could see exactly what I do, and it's so fast and it's so simple. Okay, so, and you can see the little brown bits on the pan. That's where I had rendered off the bacon. And you don't have to wash the pan when you do that, because brown equals flavor. Okay, let me get this position. So all I do, I just take the Brussels sprouts and pour it and let that cook. I have it on medium. And I just let that cook for a while. And I don't put any salt or pepper on it until they get a little tender. So I will be back with you probably in about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, you see how it's starting to brown? That's what you want. You want those brown bits in the bottom of the pan. And they are a little tender. They're not as tender as I want them. But now it's time to start putting a little seasoning on them. A little bit of black pepper. And some fresh squeezed lemon juice. And that's going to steam it. And that's what you want. And that's going to deglaze that pan also, so you get more of those little brown bits. Cook it for a few more minutes. I got more on the stove than I did the Brussels sprouts. And you remember the bacon that I said I rendered off earlier? If you'd like, you could break that bacon up and put it through there, and that makes it taste. That gives it a good flavor too. But we're not gonna do that. I just wanted you guys to see maybe how to make kids eat Brussels sprouts. Also, if you like oranges and your kids like the flavor of orange, instead of the lemon, you could actually use a fresh squeezed orange juice too. And that's also really good flavor too. You see it's getting really tender, and and these little pieces like this, those are delicious because they get kind of crunchy. That's what you want. It gets a little crunchy. About 2-3 more minutes and it's done. Altogether, this probably takes about 10 minutes. So I'll be right back with you as soon as they're ready to come out. Okay, they're finished. And that's what you're looking for. You want these brown bits. And I'm going to try some of these. I did turn that off. I'm serious. I really did not like this. Until a few months ago, I did not like Brussels sprouts. I mean, for years. I'm 46 years old, so a long time not to like Brussels sprouts, and now I love them. I just don't know what I was doing wrong before. I was steaming them, I was sauteing them, I was roasting them, I was even putting them on the grill, my little grill packages. I couldn't get them to taste good. Now I love them. It's one of our favorite vegetables because, you know, there's only a few, you know, vegetables that we eat. Well, we eat a lot of vegetables, but, you know, it just seems like we eat kale, we eat broccoli, we eat asparagus. It just seems like we just eat the same thing over and over, so it's nice having, you know, a new vegetable in the mix. Delicious. You guys try this recipe and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.